Hey, what's happening, everybody? This is Plum Darkness. As of now, it's still Plum Darkness. Well, the channel's called Plum Darkness. That's a great way to intro a video. So it's been a long time since we posted a video on YouTube, on the Plum Darkness channel at least. I did post another video under my other channel, which no one, I think I got like 3 views on that one. That's okay. We're not in it for the views, right? So anyways, the reason why we're coming back with the video is that kind of do a little update, but also to kind of talk and discuss about what's been happening since the last video for my 143 subscribers that sometimes, or which of those still watch the videos. I appreciate it. So here we go. So anyways, after leaving YouTube, we went strictly to Twitch. Took a break from Twitch, some stuff going on in my life, and we came back to it, and now we're officially gone out of Twitch. Kind of off and on a little bit on Twitch, but now I think I am off and now on it for good, because I'll tell you why. Different reasons than I had before. So when we left YouTube, and the reasons why I left YouTube and all that are posted in another video, which I'll put to the right there. I'll also link it in the description as well. So we went to Twitch, and it was fun. It was we had a good support. And again, the thing about Twitch is that you have to play the game. So you have to kind of play the game. You do have to play the game. Connect yourself with people, the right people even. There's a little bit of ass kissing going on. The more ass kissing, the better. You might have to sell your soul a little bit. But it was fun for a while, but what didn't fit right with me with Twitch overall when I was doing it, took a break and came back, was that it didn't fit my vibe. And my vibe is this: I want to make content, whether it's on YouTube or on Twitch. I want to make content where people, or engage people in discussion, talk about, from a video game standpoint, it's about video games, right? Let's talk about video games. Let's get people interested in video games and playing video games, because that's what you're supposed to do about video games. I mean, you can always talk about them, it's great, but getting them to play it, I mean, that's just something that I like to do, get people engaged in video games, just whatever it is. But what I've noticed amongst YouTube and even especially on Twitch, is that people would rather focus their attention on the content creator, the streamer, the influencer, which I hate that fucking word, by the way. I'm not sure I'm not supposed to say F word. I don't care about being demonetized anyways, because I'm definitely not making any money off of any of these services. But they'll go there, and the game will bring, we'll get them, we'll bring them in, reel them in. But then the content creator or the streamer is the one that keeps them in, right? But I want people to be engaged in the content. I want people to care about the content. It's all about the content. For me, at least, as a viewer, I care about the game they're playing. This is why I try to pick games that were not necessarily the popular games, but games that I liked and enjoyed to play, and I'm trying to convey that across, that why I like these games. And that's why over time in my Twitch career, which started from like 2016, by the way, just declined. Like my interest went down. People were really kind of into me, and I was getting subscribers or followers, and then kind of went down because I just started seeing people. Anyway, sorry about that. So, I'll bring in people, engage with people, and we'll talk and chat. I like some of the people I met, at least, on there. But unfortunately, they didn't care about the content I was making. They just rather talk, bringing in the bop it and stuff like that, being entertaining and goofy. And it wasn't natural for me. And I'm a very casual gamer, and I've mentioned it before on this channel and on my streams and all that stuff, is that I'm all about casual gaming. I don't care about being good at the game and optimizing my game. And I like a challenge. I like a challenge. Sometimes I have like it easy. I'll play easy going game, but I'd like to be casual about it. And it just, the more and more you get into it, it's like people really don't want they don't want to watch casual gaming content. They don't, or even casual content in general. They would rather watch someone who was like super good or super terrible at like a Warzone or some kind of game like that, Fortnite. They know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. It's quite bizarre. So I just don't think it's a small, very niche thing about being a casual gamer. People all the time will tell you things about games that they've never played before, and that's not what I wanted. I want people to play the games and get there and be engaged and talk about games. And I wasn't getting that, at least for my channel. So, and I realized too over time is that games, like, I love playing video games, right? And by the way, I don't do this for a living. This is not my job. I have a regular 55 to 60 hour a week job, and let's say I don't like doing it. It's okay. It's a job, and it gives me income. I don't ever imagine myself doing this for income at all, and the reason why is because I like to have fun playing video games and talking about video games, and that's just video games, and we'll talk about other reasons, the other things I want to talk about, do in my channel. But I like doing those. I like making content, but I don't want to get paid for it. I just want to do it for fun. And I know, and for me as a viewer, when I'm watching videos or streams, and I can tell when someone's doing it for a living versus someone who's doing it for fun. And usually it's like the soul. You can see the soul and the creativity, and this, the way they behave is not natural. Because I've followed people on Twitch that were there had 100 followers, or 100 followers, or 50 followers. Now they're at 1,800, 600, over that. And now they have fancier overlays, better technology, and the way they talk is not natural. It's like, hey, how's it going today, everybody? This is so and so, and today we're doing some blah blah blah, right? And they'll do like this half an hour thing of like, trivia and and like little fun games and stuff, and talk and not even get into the content of the game. It's like the game's just in the background, and they didn't do that before, and it's just like, I don't blame them, but they got more. I think it's kind of part of the greed and the ego kind of kicking in, and I just didn't want that to happen to me. It would probably never happen to me anyways. I mean, I like to stay a small channel, even on here. Idea was on Twitch too, to stay like under 300. I didn't want it to do 500, 600, 1,000. I wouldn't. I don't want to be responsible or feel responsible to entertain that many followers and subscribers. I just wanted to have fun and talk with people and get people engaged into the content, and less focus on me, because you guys don't need to know about me. You guys, you shouldn't want to know about me. Okay, I just don't. I like to keep things private. I don't share my political beliefs. That's a thing two people like to do. I just don't. It's not me. So that's kind of the reason why I left Twitch for good. Now coming back to YouTube now. So the reason why I want to come back to YouTube is because one thing, I miss making videos and editing and learning the edit better, and keep things cool and fun and entertaining. I guess it's not really the main focus of me, of course. So I do apologize if you guys don't like the video. It's not entertaining or whatever, but I want to engage people in conversation. One second. Oh, okay. Anyways, but here's what I wanted to discuss about, is that now we're doing this new channel, or it could be a revamped channel of Plum Darkness, or it could be a whole new channel entirely, not Plum Darkness. Okay, sorry about that. So So yeah, so this is the idea is that we can revamp the channel. Plum Darkness could rename it, still keep all the viewers or all the subscribers. Um, I don't want to do video game walkthroughs anymore, or gameplays and things like that. I want to do more videos into, if we're going to stick with video games, which we certainly could keep the Plum Darkness channel and just change it to where we just talk. I want to talk about video games, talk about the stories, do some reviews, and get into the philosophy of some of these games and what I thought about the ending of certain games, and those kind of things, and engage in conversation, discussion with people who, if you view the channel, view the video, talk into the comment section. We can do that. But what I'm more interested in is doing outside of video game content is I want to discuss and talk more into mental health, and especially in regards to social media. I want to talk about cyberbullying. I want to talk about trolls. I want to talk about nothing political, of course. I want to talk about our behaviors and things like that. What I've noticed in social media, because it's such a prevalent thing to me, and what I care about is and not to get too much detail, we can always talk about another video, is like our decline in mental health and the way we behave online, and this distinction between this is me online, this is me, and IRL, as I say, but me in reality. And I don't think that's a really healthy behavior to do, thing to do, but everyone does it. I do it when I'm doing these videos. I'm like, hey, this is Plum Darkness. My name's not Plum Darkness, by the way. It's a username. But even from that distinction, it's like I'm a different person here than up in here, but I try to make sure that I convey the way I am, the way I talk right now. It's like I've had these same conversations with people in real life, so I try to keep it the same thing. I don't I don't try to have like this idea that the way I type and the way I talk on here is going to be different than when I talk in real life. I want it to be the same, because then it's like now I'm messing with my head. where I'm at could be some schizophrenia going on, some split personality disorder, just some weird behavior going on, and but we can talk about that more. But this is stuff I want to talk about. Not to say video games are dead, but people really don't care about video games as much as I originally thought. They like to watch people play video games, and but then they just get into the conversations and discussions, and there's like these, and especially these bigger channels, like there's this weird worship thing going on. I've watched some streams of people I used to follow on Twitch, where they would just worship these people, and they weren't even had people with like millions and millions of followers. They were just like people with like 600, 800, 1,000 followers, and like, oh my god, you're the best thing ever. Like they was, oh my god, like what, dude, for real? There's no one in your life, in your real life, that you can look up to, and a lot of people it's not. And I'm not saying it's a bad or good thing, but it's just like, let's talk about that. Why would you rather look? I mean, not say everyone looks up to me online, but like say look up to me and hear what I'm saying, and like, oh my god, he's speaking the truth, and we should follow this guy, and he's amazing, and I'm like, that's cool, but isn't there someone else you can do that in real life? Instead of, because I'm a stranger to a lot of you guys, most of you guys. Some of you guys I actually know in real life, some that do watch the channel. But let's talk about that. I have my opinions on it, but I'd rather talk about it and get people's point of views without getting irate, without getting boiled, oh my god, I can't believe you said that, like having civil discussions. And as a thing too, let's talk about that, how to have a civil discussion without letting your personal biases get in the way. Having discussion, meaning is, or even an argument. If everyone's ever been to like the debate club back in the school, is that idea is that you have your thing, right? You have your discussion, you have what your subject matter, what you believe in, or what based on what evidence and or experimentation you did, but you listen to the other side, and maybe you learn something from the other side. It's not like, and most people I see today is like, this is what I believe in, this is what I think, and this thing doesn't agree with me, so I'm going to find a way to either convince this side to conform to this, to what I believe in, or I'm going to attack that, and that's not the way you go by it. And it's very immature, and But what's the things we'll talk about? So anyways, in kind of conclusion, I may keep this video short. Is that relatively short? Is that I want to, conundrum here. We can still do the Plum Darkness channel, talk about video games and storylines and reviews and things like that, and philosophies, which is great. I'll always talk about video games. I'd rather just play video games offline and just be at that, or we can do rename the channel or do a whole new channel, which I'm fine with starting with new subscribers, because and definitely will post links to the other channel if we do that. But let's just, we can discuss about more serious matter, things I want to talk about, and that's not video game related. So, anyways, in conclusion, thank you guys so much, or in conclusion, sorry, end the video. You can tell I'm tired. I just watched the new Fantastic Beasts movie, by the way, and it was amazing. I don't know, and that's another thing. Don't listen to, every time, these movies come out, you always see the reviews, and I'm like, oh, it's terrible, so I shouldn't watch it. Don't, guys, don't, especially, past few years, don't listen to the reviews, or at least if you look at the reviews, don't let the reviews be the ultimate decider if you should see a movie or not see a movie, or play a video game, not play a video game. Go ahead and try it, because I actually really like this movie, and again, I'm probably a little biased because I love Harry Potter movies, and I know there's a lot of Harry Potter fans out there, and the whole world of Harry Potter and the wizardry world, and yeah, it was great. I'm a little tired too, so that's. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in, being patient. If you guys, those who do watch, definitely I want to hear from you guys. What do you guys think? What would you like to see? Would you like to see the same channel, different channel, revamped channel? And what do you think about the new change, the the more non-gaming related? Or video, or they're more like the game discussion, things like that, instead of actual game content. Again, I want to get people engaged in content and less on the streamer or the content creator. I don't want to be in the spotlight. So which is why I don't really mind too much if I don't get followers or subscribers or views. But I want to get people engaged in the content that I make, and hear from you guys. So anyways, links are going to be in the description to the last video, why I left YouTube, and then anyways, we're going to be moving along. See you guys soon. Peace.